Right, just a quick video just to explain the difference between the frost and the ice staffs for healers. My go-to, as long as one healer has it, is just a lightning staff infused with shock with a charge front bar. I'm not sure if I've got powered. I'm not sure if I've got any powered ones to test against it. Have a quick check. Masters. I do, but it's on another healer. That'll do, that's in the bank.
Speak.
Yep. Right, so now I can test lightning, infused with charge. Yep. Right, so a quick test. So first of all, I will do the infused shock with the shock glyph. I'll also do a shock without a shock glyph, and I'll test them both with charged, just to show you the difference in vulnerability uptime. Literally one healer with this setup can have 100% uptime on minor vulnerability. No skills needed, nothing like that. It's simple, just blockade or light attacks, and that's it. It's minor vulnerability. Right, so without having to buff anything at all, just drop the wall. Just go over it again. This is the infused shock and charged. So as you can see, as soon as the damage ticks, see, infused alone is not enough to keep that minor vulnerability up. It drops off, but you can tell when the enchant keeps proccing. So once you drop the blockade and you switch to the charge staff, it's a whole different ball game. So it stays and it reprocs and it reprocs, and it just keeps going. So you can see infused shock with charged is the only way to keep 100% on minor vulnerability. Now you do see a lot of people saying, no, don't run a shock glyph, don't run a charged restro staff. So I'll show you the difference now between the restro staff if you run powered instead of charged. So fair enough, you might get that little bit of extra healing. What's that? 1566 compared to 487. So what's that? 79. So you're getting 79 more heal. Not worth it at all. Powered shit. So just to show you, powered. So fair enough. Yeah, does a little bit more healing. But as soon as you drop the wall, switch to a powered staff. It's just the same as infused. It'll very rarely take. Look, it's not even procced yet. There you go. So now it's procced. Wall it again, back to the front. Still not procking. There you go, procced again. Procced again. Getting some lucky ticks here. There you go, now it's dropped off. Like, they were just really lucky ticks. Usually he never ticks like that. There we go. So as soon as any sort of shock damage is involved, it'll just proc the vulnerability. So just to show you again, just because that was lucky. Right, he's gone. Charged again. So front bar, as soon as it hits, there we go. Like literally the cooldown of the glyph is just constant. It will never drop off. As long as you've got that wall up, that will never drop off. So that's infused shock glyph we've charged. And obviously minor vulnerability increases the damage enemies take by 5%, so that is quite a tasty little buff. So let's go over again without the shock glyph. So let's go lightning infused, but stay with Crusher, but still charged on the front bar. So fair enough, it will add the Crusher, which reduces enemy armor. But as you can see, without that shock glyph, it's not enough to keep minor vulnerability up. It's enough to keep Crusher up, but not minor vulnerability. So infused shock staffs definitely need a shock damage glyph with infused. When I've got it, there we go. I'll respawn you, idiot. Reiterate, there we go. 3, 2, 1. Move back to 3, 2. Keep it going. So that's that. So that's the benefit of the shock. That's the benefit of having an infused shock with shock and a charge restoration staff. So now I will go over more reasons why lightning staff is useful. Your skills for your destruction. If you want to clear trash as a healer, if you're helping out with trash, impulse does more damage the more enemies it hits. Destructive clench or destructive touch, or I can't remember them all, does AoE damage as well. The trifocusers, you do more damage in AoE with AoE skills. Apart from that, I don't think there's much more benefits at lightning staff other than it's easy to channel and it just does more damage with the blockade as well while it's down. So yeah, frost staff. So I don't have an ice staff with an ice glyph, but it's pointless anyway because you need 2 ice staffs for brittle. So the only difference that the ice glyph would do in an ice staff is it would possibly keep the chilled status effect up a lot longer. You can do quite a lot of damage with the chilled effect now, but it's not as good as the minor vulnerability that you do get from shock. So we'll go with the charged again, just to see if anything happens. So we're on charged. Not getting anything from the glyph yet. From the charge yet. There we go. So we've got the minor maim. It's only as the ice damage is actually applying. So if you are running a frost staff, do run a frost glyph in there as well, and you will keep that minor up all the time. But with the amount of frost damage that comes in on bosses anyway, from tanks, wardens, it's pretty much going to be up all the time anyway. It's the minor maim. So that's that. You've probably got no chance of getting that to proc on a powered, because it'll be very little. The wall itself is only like a 1% chance to apply the effect itself, so it needs a lot of ticks of damage for it to even apply. Charge just enhances that, like I think a few 100%. But yeah, you can see there wasn't any in that wall. None in that wall. So powered, to be honest, if you're responsible for applying a certain effect or anything like that, anything but charged is a waste. If you're not running charged, I probably would suggest just running decisive. Charge and decisive are my two favourites. They're only two I use. So what we got here? So we've got charge stuff there. No, no, wrong way around. That one. That one. But there is other benefits to the frost staff. The wall itself applies a shield to I can't remember how many people it is in your team. It does give a shield to. Is it in the trifocus? Nope, it's in the wall of elements. Snares and reduces armor against shield enemies. Grants damage shield. Doesn't say how big the damage shields are. Didn't say anything about the shock wall either. Oh, there we go. On the wall of storms, yeah, sets conquest enemies off balance. The fire deals additional damage to burning enemies. So, apart from that, one of the healers is probably better than an ice staff. Ideally warden. But apart from that, I would always stick to the setup that I have shown gives the most vulnerability uptime. Obviously not. Oh, hang on, I'm on the right stuff. Sure. Nope, there we go. So that just proves that powered is still quite bad. And now just come to the point of waffling, but it's just so you can see pretty much that, like shock with a shock, charge, shock glaive, and a charge staff is just the way to go for keeping that debuff on anything. And there you go.